Do you like blueberries? Well, we do, and it's blueberry picking season. And I just wanted to do a short video here to show you how ours have been working out. The plants here behind me, I planted them February of last year, so this is their second year. They did produce a little bit last year, but not much, but they've been producing pretty well this year. I'd have to say a little better than I expected for the second year. These 3 containers I picked this past Tuesday. Today is Friday. They need to be picked again. I picked these blueberries behind me Friday of last week. I got 1 container mostly full. I picked Tuesday of this week. I filled these 3 up. We've eaten a good many of them because I couldn't get the lids on a couple of these after I picked because they were so full. And then I'm going to pick again today. But I've got 2 other videos about blueberries, how we planted them, and successes and failures with them. I'll link to those in the description if you're interested. I have found blueberries to be pretty easy to grow if you just know a few tips and tricks to do and a few things to avoid. The biggest thing you want to avoid is shade. They like full sun. The second biggest thing is soil pH. They like a soil pH between 4.5 and 5.5. Those 2 things have hurt me the most. About 5 years ago, I planted some down in front of my house. They got too much shade and the soil pH was around 7, and they haven't done squat. Very, very disappointed in those. But as I've learned more about blueberries, I know why. I've got the soil pH up or down now in that area, and they're producing a little bit, but they just don't get enough sun. Now, like I said, these behind me, this is their second season, and they're producing quite well, especially for 2-year-old, or been planted 2 years. They were actually 2-year-old plants when I purchased the plants. So I guess they're actually 4 years old, but they've only been here at my house, this is the second season. And like I said, this is what I picked just a couple days ago, and I'll be picking again later today. But sunlight and soil pH is 2 of your biggest things. You've also got to protect from birds and insects. Sorry, I get distracted easily. I'm like a squirrel. And I got an small airport close by, so if you hear airplanes, that's why. But anyway, I lose my train of thought, but soil pH, sunlight, and then protecting it from insects and birds. I got netting that I put over these when I'm not out here. A lot of times if I'm going to be out here working in my garden, which is on the other side of my blueberries here, I'll leave the netting off so it can get more airflow and more sun. But they get enough of those 2 things with the netting over them, and they're producing quite well. So anyway, if you enjoy this, I really wish you would click like on my videos, subscribe to the channel, things like that. And like I said, I will put links in the description to my 2 other videos that shows how we planted these in the grow bags, and also more about the soil pH and how we amend that. We did amend it with elemental sulfur. It works very well, but there's a lot more information about that in the other videos. But anyway, just like to say thank you for visiting Do It Yourself with Wayne, and we hope you have a great gardening season.